Hey all, Matt here with Bobcat Bonsai, and today we're going to do some work on my new Trident maple that I've got here. Probably going to take off some of the bigger leaves so that we can see inside. We've got to do a little bit of branch cleanup as well because there's a lot of branches in places that I don't need them to be right now. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'm sitting beside you here. I'm probably going to get in your way every once in a while. But let's take a little look at this. So this is the initial movement right here that I'm looking for. I know it's got this big old inverse taper right here, but it's got a knob on the back side right here that needs cleaned up, which I think will clean up rather well. This is dead. I just need to get that broken off and then basically just work this back in and let it close over on itself, and I think that'll be great. I love this movement and how it comes up and through. Actually, believe it or not, I only paid $75 for this tree. Huge tree. Like, this is my hand, right? And my hand's not super small. I'd say my finger's probably like 3 inches. So that gives you a rough idea that this is probably this is the biggest tree that I own. And I love it. I love everything about this tree. But for now, we gotta get a lot of this cleaned up. As you can see, coming around and through here. In here is actually a piece of dead wood, and I have to decide if I want to keep it or if I just want to get rid of it. I don't know yet. But we'll start with it at this angle right here for you. And I'm just gonna go in and begin to clean it up a little bit. So first off, how do I want to begin this? I am just going to start taking off the bigger leaves. Just right at the base of the leaf, and then go through here and get them all trimmed back. Just to let in as much light as possible. The other leaves are actually growing in really well right now also, so the more light I can get in, the more back budding I should be able to get, hopefully. I don't think I really need it, but we're gonna shoot for it anyway. And I'm going through, and honestly I'm probably trimming off a lot of leaves that I'm gonna end up taking little branches off then, because there's a lot of branches in here that we don't need either. And hopefully this will also help in the first stages of reducing the size of the leaves overall, so that we can get some smaller leaves to work with on the tree. All right. So I'm not gonna lie, this becomes a bit overwhelming for me at times when I'm trying to figure this all out. But if we look deep back in here, let's see if I can get you in here far enough. I have these 2 branches that are nice, but they're just growing into each other, so I kind of just need to get rid of them in general. So I'm just gonna reach in and save myself trimming leaves by just knocking those 2 out. Now I'll go back to taking off big leaves again. Big leaves, leaves that have little dead spots or burn spots. I was super excited when I found this tree though. Like, I think this thing is gorgeous. I hope you all agree. If you don't, that's okay, because I still really like it. after Candace gave me that beautiful Chinese elm, it kind of just, it made me realize maybe it's worth it to get some of these bigger trees that look really nice and work with them. I mean, yes, it makes you think a lot more before you do things, because you don't want to hurt something that costs a lot of money, because nobody likes just throwing away money. Well, okay, I don't like just throwing away money. I shouldn't say nobody does. Maybe you do. But once Candace sent me that one, I just really struggled with keep buying random little things and trying to turn it into a tree, when there's a possibility to just buy something nice and work with it. So it may seem like I'm taking a lot of leaves off, but when you look at it and you've got 1, 2, 3 all covering each other, they weren't getting any light either way. The only difference is now they're just completely out of the way and the tree can work its way through it. I don't like that branch climbing out of there. This one's got a little branch that's growing almost straight down, so we'll take that one out too. This one's got a branch growing down, but I feel like I will be able to move that later with the wire, so we're going to leave that one alone. Got the price tag off. Add that to my little trash pile there. I don't know, I definitely need some advice here, if anybody has any for me, on thoughts on this dead wood right here. Do I keep it? Do I just cut it off and get rid of it all? Like, do I really need it? No, I really don't need it. It's not going to really serve me a purpose whatsoever. So there's that. It's not really going to serve me a purpose. I'm not 100% sure though. So any advice anybody wants to give would be great. Especially if you have a lot more experience. It's hard because, alright, so still more to get through in here. This thing's actually really growing over itself. So it may look a little goofy at first, but I think in the end this is actually going to play off just how I need it to. I'm getting more light and more air in. And if it doesn't, then I really screwed up, and hopefully it bounces back. This one I said a lot of people had been looking at, but nobody would commit to because of this gap in here. They all thought it was weird. And my thought is I'm probably just gonna end up putting it over top of a rock. Or I mean, honestly, if I was to take this, and the soil's a little bit loose right now, but if I was to plant it like way over, it'd make a half decent cascade. So the options are there. The options are definitely there. There we go. Sorry, some of these are just really growing in way tighter than they need to be. So I'm just going to try to use the scissors to split just a little bit. There we go. That's got a downward growing branch, so we'll get rid of that one. And just kind of open it up a little bit at a time. I know we could probably just take it and twist the branches, but this thing is definitely not at a shortage of branches in here. Okay, we need to get in here and clean this up just a little bit. Because it's still dark. Back through here. What do we have? So in here we have a double stacked branch. Here and here. I almost feel like I should keep this little one and get rid of this big one. That seems like it would be the appropriate thing to do. Let me know your thoughts on that. Up towards the top, it definitely have some bigger leaves as well, but I'm going to let them go because that's still some pretty good looking shoots up there. Okay, so we haven't done much in this area, so we're going to come in and start to clean up this area a little bit. It's a beautiful day today. I actually tried out something new today with my daughter. We went out and did disc golf. That's actually an extremely physically demanding sport, like way more than I would have ever guessed. So right now I'm taking off some downward facing branches that are not going to be beneficial to me. Just take those out because that'll kind of limit how much I have to come back and go through and take out as well. Like, I definitely want to take out any leaf that's big like this. Then I'm just going to put my arm all in your way so you can't see anything. Sorry. Okay, so we're just going to keep working our way back through here. Hope everybody's been doing good also. I know I haven't been commenting on everybody's videos, but I do watch them. And if I'm not like able to watch, I am listening. I'll actually play them while I'm working and stuff like that, so that I can kind of multitask my ADHD around and accomplish multiple things so I can learn and everything all in one shot. Oh. This needs addressed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All this stuff coming out. So I'm gonna actually leave the 2 longer branches on this one so we can get it to thicken up, because this is a lower branch. And we're gonna take off these little growths that are down lower on it, because that's just all too close together. Alright, so I'm more happy about that now. we've actually got a similar situation going on right here. Then there's one growing down. I like that downward one. Well, it's not really downward, it's more to the side over here, so we're gonna leave that alone. This one's going into that big piece, which I probably should have left it, because if I decide not to leave that as dead wood, I'm gonna wish I had that branch back. Live and you learn, live and you learn. Okay, so we've got this whole big branch. So this whole big branch could be a replacement for that piece of dead wood right there. And it's actually, if you look right in here, got a good piece of healing that's going on. Let me just nip off that dead piece in there. It could heal over rather nicely. Another little downward facing branch. Alright, well, you've got the idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to go around, clean it all up a little bit more, and then I'll be back with you to take a look at it all. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, also, here we go. I know it still looks really clumped up in there, and like I have a whole lot of decision making to do yet, but for the conclusion as of right now, this is going to be my front right here. As of right now, this is it. I like it. If you see another front view that you think would be better, go ahead, let me know. Maybe I'll agree, maybe we won't agree. Either way, it's okay. I appreciate the feedback though, no matter what. So let's take a little look around here. I guess in theory we could do this. We just have to take these branches and just kind of shift, or cut that one off completely, and then shift that one. Maybe bring this one down a little. That's a possibility as well. Or just take this whole branch and just really move it off to the side a bit. I don't know. There's plenty of options in there. Again, I left this whole wild branch because I don't know what my plan is with the dead wood. Please give me feedback on this dead wood right here and what I should do with it. I did actually take and copper wire and push some of the stuff out of the way because everything was closed in this area, but I felt like this was definitely going to be it for where we want to be for our front. I know I didn't give it its full triangular shape yet. I figure I'll do more wiring and stuff later. I don't want to really wire the green. I want to wait till it hardens off a little bit and then begin to push it out. So if this one goes out this way just a little bit more, right, and this one comes out this way, hold on a second. Boop. Can you see it now? I know it's not that perfect triangular shape, but it's pretty close. Alright. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, subscribe to my channel. And if you really enjoy my content, you should hit the bell notification so you can be notified every time I release a new video. Thank you.